Marvel rivals Seattle team laid off by NetEase. Lazy, entitled, slow, and woke. Now, we all heard the story that they got laid off, and then we seen the follow up on it that it was just a money management team that got laid off, but the story does continue on from there. Recently, also the report that NetEase plans on diversifying itself on numerous overseas projects. According to Grome's on X, insiders filled him in the reason that NetEase is getting rid of the majority of the studios is because Western developers are lazy, entitled, slow, and woke. I can't disagree. Really can't. Gromes continued with a list of studios, adding, "These are huge investments by NetEase, founded by top veterans from AAA gaming and mostly made during the high-flying game demand driven by COVID boredom." Okay, here's some of the listed companies here, which I'm not familiar with these, but I still, all the same, I have no doubt it will have an impact. Like this one, for example, coming from a company that makes a Warhammer MMO. These are not big name companies, but the fact that they are taking Western companies and pulling out, they're taking their money because they're slow, woke, and entitled.
Yeah.
That really says something now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But,
Hey, we have the Goon Room.
Oh, hey, Goon Room.
Welcome. Okay, so what's your thoughts on this? They're pulling their money out.
No, I can't. I just thought of a really bad thing to say, but I'm not going to do it because we're on YouTube. But my thought is good. It's about time.
Well, it's bad enough, this wokeness and this, they're hiring these people straight out of college in many cases that they haven't really learned how to program other than maybe using Unreal Engine. They don't have any real experience. It's so bad that the the East are pulling their finances out of the Western companies. That alone, if this trend continues, could cause a video game collapse.
I have a question for you. Didn't this already happen once before? I mean, it wasn't over anything woke, but I mean, like back in the 80s and stuff.
Yeah, the video game. Um, I'm at a loss for words here, but yeah, it collapsed. You remember that story about the all the ET cartridges dumped in a landfill, and yeah, this was a few years went by, and then Nintendo got into the game, so to speak, and they started building it back up. But yeah, before that, there was Atari, and I don't know what else. There was a whole video game ecosystem that collapsed.
That's what
So,
I thought.
what I'm getting at is this very thing, especially seeing as how dependent we are on money from places like uh the East.
Yeah. Japan.
Um yeah. As dependent as we are on their money, and they're starting to pull their money out of the West, that could cause another video game collapse.
Well, I think they're starting to realize that the Western gaming industry is a sinking ship. And they're saying, "Oh, we're not going to have any part of this. There's no money to be made here anymore."